Wendy had been making lots of new friends in the neighboring villages. Sometimes in the evenings, she enjoyed going to the tavern and sharing adventure stories over a drink. One night, Wendy saw that the tavern keep was quite distressed. He explained that his daughter, the mechanic, had gone to the old dungeon to the west in order to study the different switches and wiring. He warned her not to go, and now it had been over a day and she had not returned. Wendy assured him that she would find his daughter and do everything she could to return her safely to the tavern. Welcome back. This is Ritto here with another Terraria Journey's End Master Mode Let's Play episode. We are starting things off with a goblin invasion. I was just working on getting all of the NPCs organized for our different houses and stuff. As you can see, I've got an Enchanted Sword, which I had to make a few new worlds in order to acquire it, but there wasn't really any that I could find in this world. And so I needed to go ahead and make a new one, but we found it on our second world that we created. It'll be important to have the Enchanted Sword later on to craft our final weapon of the playthrough. I figured it'd be good to get it right now while it's still pretty useful, but we're doing so much faster work on these guys now. I love that the Enchanted Sword has auto swing. I think it's one of the only pre-hard mode weapons that does an auto swing, and it is so nice. Okay, so let's put these two banners down, and that should help quite a bit finishing off the rest of these guys. So we're doing a Master Mode melee only Let's Play, and last episode we defeated the Queen Bee, and this episode I want to power up our character a little bit. I want to go get the Molten armor, and then I want to probably craft a yo-yo and get ready for the Skeletron fight. I'm not sure which weapons we'll use, but I think the Enchanted Sword will be pretty useful. I was also thinking that the Amazon, the jungle yo-yo, could also be pretty helpful. So I guess we'll just have to see. We'll have all the different options available to us, and then we can kind of try it out and see which things work pretty well during the fight. And the goblin army has been defeated. And by the way, I've been actually planting proper seeds so I can do some potion farming and stuff, because we're going to need lots of potions for hard mode. It looks like the guide's pretty hurt, but he didn't die, so that's good. Now I think it's time to head underground and we can finish farming up some obsidian, and then we can probably go ahead and grab some hellstone so we can craft our next armor tier. Okay, here's some obsidian. So now that we've grabbed some more obsidian, let's see how much more hellstone we can craft. So we can craft 42 bars, and hopefully that's enough to craft most of the armor we need, but I don't think it is. Let's see how much we can craft. So the Molten helmet, chest plate, and it looks like we are needing just a few more bars so we can craft the legs. Well, we can head down to the underworld really quick, and we'll be able to get that in no time. We can probably just grab some hellstone. We don't need to use our potion, because I think we've only got like 1 or 2 more obsidian potions. So we can just grab some that's close by. That'll work, probably. And we can get all these treasures. Ooh, sweet, and a gold portal. Nice. Whoa, there's a Magma Snail. I love all the new critters they've added in the game. Well, we've got 26 hellstone. That might actually be enough. Let's go try really quick, because I don't want to farm too much hellstone if we don't need it. And yes, we've got the ability to make our Molten Greaves. Perfect. And the set bonus is 17% extra melee damage. So the next thing I wanted to do is craft the Amazon, which is the yo-yo that we can do. It's, I think, the best yo-yo we can get other than the one that's sold from the Traveling Merchant, but we can't really count on that. Ooh, and we got it as superior. I want to do the Torch God event because I think that's such a cool new event, and it'd be nice to have the biome torches for the rest of our adventure. So let's head on over to the jungle and maybe use our arena. I did a few things to this base over here. People had mentioned that the houses were too close together, so now they're far enough apart to where they should all be happy still. I just basically used T-Edit to move this over a little bit, and then I just kind of continued some of the building patterns that Yuko had done. So let's head down into our Queen Bee arena and see how hard this torch event is. I don't know how close the torches need to be, but I guess we'll just place a bunch here. Okay, so we'll just keep on placing some torches, and I think I'm just gonna place them. Oh, here we go. Oh man, I should have had full health when I started this. I started this with potion on cooldown and low health. I wasn't expecting it to start this quickly. Oh my goodness. This is scary. We have torches everywhere. I didn't realize how many torches I'd put down when we originally crafted this arena. At least we're dodging them pretty well right now. We've got plenty of space. Whoa, our Brain of Confusion saved us from that torch. Ooh! Okay. Uh-oh. I think we're almost done, though. Okay, it's slowing down. I think we've almost got it. Yes, we got it. We got the Torch God's favor. And I just made a video on this like the other day. It basically allows you to place special torches wherever you go. And yeah, it's a consumable. So let's go ahead and use it. And there we go. We've got the Biome torch swap activated. So I'm gonna break some of these because it looks kind of silly. That was pretty intense. I really should have had my health full with a potion ready to go. Luckily, we've got so many mobility accessories that it's not too bad. So let's go ahead and put down a few jungle torches so we can get that luck bonus. Well, we've got a cool arena and we have the awesome Torch God's favor now. So the next thing I want to do is prepare our Skeletron Arena a little bit more. I had done some building in between episodes, but there's a decent amount more that I want to do. The tavern is the closest place to the dungeon, so it's really nice to just teleport here, and then we can head right over to the dungeon. Here we've got our basic arena right beside the dungeon. So the way I'm doing this right here is I'm just putting a sunflower and then the 2 honey blocks right here. I use the Staff of Regrowth to just add the grass blocks to it, and then we can put down our sunflower. The other thing I brought are the buffs that I want to use. We've got Swiftness, we've got Iron Skin, we've got Regeneration, we've got Thorns, we've got Sake, and we've got Night Owl. I think all of those will be pretty helpful. So to speed time up a little bit, we're going to go ahead and just sleep right here, and maybe at like 6 p.m. we'll head on over to the dungeon. That way we can be ready right when it turns to night. Man, I'm really enjoying the whole quality of life thing of having a bed and then having these teleporters. It is so nice. Oh, interesting. That cloud up there is the Eye of Cthulhu. That's pretty sweet. I love how they have so many little Easter eggs in the clouds and stuff now. Okay, so now we can curse him. So let's do it, and let's start this up. Okay, maybe let's try using Star Fury. Okay, I don't know if that's gonna work well. Okay, we just need to figure out the right method. This first phase is just gonna be about trying to do DPS well enough. We need to do our buffs, so let's grab our buffs. Okay, it seems like the yo-yo is going to be a good option. Ooh, that was unnecessary. Yeah, the yo-yo's really good against the hands and everything. So I think this is going to be a yo-yo fight. And we've got our white string equipped, which will help us get longer range with our yo-yo, which our yo-yo range is a little bit lacking. You can see our Brain of Cthulhu buff just activated. It's so nice. That accessory is extremely powerful. It definitely makes me want to do Crimson Worlds quite a bit. Okay, well, we're doing pretty good. A little bit worried about the speed at which we're killing these hands, because I feel like we need to pick up the pace. Ooh, that was solid. I need to be maybe a little bit more aggressive and stay a little closer to the boss. Okay, we definitely want to keep the other hand alive until we have this one a little bit closer. There we go. Now I'm getting the hang of the yo-yo. Oops. Even with all my defense, he does so much damage. Ooh, sweet. We can do damage against the skull now. Let's try to break that other hand. Okay, I think we're gonna be fine. Yeah, we should be fine here. I'm so glad we're using a yo-yo. It's really the right move here. So it's good to do kind of circles around him. And then he kind of just keeps missing if you do a circle. Otherwise you have to do some fancy dodging. But if you just do kind of like a circle around him and then do tons of damage on that phase, you're pretty much good to go. We can try to do a little bit of damage here, but it's a little bit more tricky, but we got some damage. Man, we're doing a lot of damage though. I'm really impressed with this yo-yo. This phase is mainly about not getting hit and then being ready for this phase right here because his charge phase seems like he takes more damage. We can at least deal more consistent damage during that phase. Oops, that was silly. Yeah, that's like if you're low on health, you really kind of want to keep your distance. Okay, here we go. Ooh, he's at a good height right here. Let's try to keep him close to the platform so we can reset our jump. Ooh, I thought we could do an immunity frame there. But we should have him right here. There we go. That wasn't too bad. So that was pretty good. We finished him off around halfway through the night, so our DPS was solid. I mean, really the key is to do tons of damage while he charges you, and then you do kind of a circle movement while he shoots those skulls, and you're pretty much good to go. We got the Book of Skulls, we have the Bone Glove, and we have the Skeletron Relic. We'll put our Skeletron Relic right there. That's kind of a cool spot for it. Now that we have defeated Skeletron, it is time to go into the dungeon and find the mechanic. So let's head on in. Now that we've gotten a little bit deeper, we're putting down these kind of purple torches. They look pretty sweet. Oh, and we have a corruption thing right on a platform. That's kind of interesting. Uh-oh, we got tons of enemies here. Man, this brain accessory is so good because you don't get swarmed by enemies, because once when they hit you, they all get confused and run away. It gives you kind of the ability to reposition and stuff. Okay, so I know that there are some new tricky things in the dungeon. Like I think right here, yeah, it's ground that falls, and then you have like different traps below it and stuff. Ooh, we just found the Muramasa. I'm gonna go ahead and break this water candle too. I like breaking all the water candles in pre-hard mode. It's a good way to keep things a little bit more calm when you do get to hard mode. We can actually craft the Knight's Edge now that we have the Muramasa. So maybe let's head back to base and we can grab our other two swords. I think they're right here. Blood Butcher, Blade of Grass, and then we've got the Fiery Greatsword and the Muramasa. So we're good to go. So now that we've got our altar, we can craft the Knight's Edge. And let's hope for a good one. Nice, we got a superior Knight's Edge. I really wish that the Knight's Edge would be auto swing though. I feel like having to click each time is a little bit of a drag. It's pretty interesting. It's been a long time since I've seen updates to the dungeon. And I think we got another gold key, so we can open this up. Oh my gosh, we got a cobalt shield straight away. That is amazing. We got Muramasa and cobalt shield in our first 2 treasures. I used a shine potion and a hunter potion to help us out a little bit. And you know, I might actually apply my other buffs too. That way we can have some good buffs like regen and iron skin and all that. Interesting. So this is like the crumble wall right here, but it's sideways. That's cool. You can mine it really easily. I actually kind of like this. I wasn't sure what I would think about the new dungeon, but it's pretty sweet. And I think this is a bunch of gravel. I don't know what this is called, but it's pretty awesome. Okay, let's see what's down here. It's probably nothing good. Yeah, it's a bunch of spike traps. Man, they really went overboard with those spikes over here, though. Ooh, we got an alchemy station. This will be great. It's really nice knowing that when I put these torches down, they're adding to my luck and stuff. So we've got the Knight's Edge, but I still like the Enchanted Sword because it just is so easy to just hold the trigger down and kill everything instead of having to click all the time. And let's see what we got here. There we go, the Aqua Scepter. Don't need that, but it'll sell. And we got the Unpleasant Blue Moon. It's a pretty powerful weapon. This is fun. It's like finding little secret passages and mining through this stuff. I wonder if it can fall on me, though. I don't know where I'm going, but it leads somewhere, so that's cool. Ooh, another dungeon slime. We're getting really lucky with these. Usually I have to pass a lot of the treasure in the dungeon because I don't have enough keys. But this time we're pretty much getting every treasure that we come by. So here is the desert treasure chest, and I may put a bunch of torches around it to make it easier to find. But I really want to come back and get this because I think that would be a really fun summon to have in hard mode. It's like a summon that's the most similar to a familiar because it summons the little desert tiger. So I think that'd be a fun one to use for the Wendy playthrough. Ooh, this is kind of a dangerous spot. And we found the mechanic. Yes! We found the mechanic. So happy. We should really leave this area though, so she doesn't die. Oh, another gold key too. Oh, and I didn't even notice, but we got a shadow key earlier. So I think we've got everything we need. Plus we just got the Valor. So that's an upgrade to the Amazon. So we are pretty much good to go now. I don't think we need anything more in this dungeon area. Now that we've finished up in the dungeon, we came away with a few really good things. We now have the Knight's Edge, we have Valor, we have Bones, Cobalt Shield, and Shadow Key. So the main thing I wanted to craft is a Void Vault. So let's take a look at how to do that. So the Void Bag is Bones, Jungle Spores, and Shadow Scales or Tissue Samples. And then the Void Vault is the same thing. And it says we need to do this at a Crimson Altar. So let's go ahead and grab some of those materials. Now we just need to head over to a Crimson Altar. And I think one of the easiest ones to find is the one in the dungeon. When I just hold a torch, it actually changes to be a torch for the biome. Like right now it's a desert torch. And then when I enter and get down into the dungeon, it will switch to be a dungeon torch. And here's our altar. So let's go ahead and craft a Void Bag and a Void Vault. Whoa, this is so cool. So what the Void Bag does is it summons a Void Vault, and you can open it and place items in it. And then the Void Vault you can just place on the ground like that, and you can access it the same way. So cool. So yeah, let's head back to base, and maybe we can find a place for our void vault. I'm not sure if it really fits in with our design, but maybe we can place it just like right here. That looks kind of cool. I was needing some more storage space because our piggy bank is getting quite full. Now that we've got shadow keys, we can explore the underworld and open some shadow chests. We can also prepare an arena for the Wall of Flesh, which I think I will be doing in between episodes since that is going to take a very long time. I'm planning on doing the Star Fury strategy, so hopefully that will go well for us. So I'm quite excited for next episode when we can defeat the Wall of Flesh and enter hard mode. I hope you all have been enjoying this Master Mode Melee series. If you have, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.